What's going on, you guys? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well out there. I hope everybody's having a great time, a great opportunity, all that good stuff, man. I just hope that this Tuesday has been amazing to you. I'm actually doing, the actual thing where I'm the producer and also the one that's creating everything. So let me go ahead on and one bring the music down for you and actually get on here, man, and let's talk about some things. Let's do what we do, man. So you are now tuning in to one of the I call the best podcasts here on social media. Your boy right here. My name is Lawrence Thompson, aka the Law. Um, I'm actually still working with everything because I'm trying my best, man. That my camera, my computer is here, my camera is here. So sometimes I look up and down, and when I got to click and all that type of stuff, man, and I just want to make sure that I hit it right and all that good stuff, man. But yeah, once again, man, my name is Lawrence Thompson. I am here. This is the Selfish Leader podcast where we're on here talking we're talking about leadership. We talk about how you can use leadership to not only elevate yourself, but elevate your business, elevate your brand, elevate your team, elevate your home, but how leadership is one of the most important component when it comes to doing the things that you need to do and move in the area that you need to move in, right? And so uh I'm going to talk in those lanes, right? You guys know that I have the book out on Amazon right now. It's called The Selfish Leader. And this blueprint that I wrote out about being selfish as a leader is ways that I use as me being in the military for 22 years, how that uh, helped make me or help my teams to be effective in high stressful situation, in calm in situation where there was conflict and situation where they didn't get along with me and I didn't get along with them when they didn't get along with their peers, when they didn't get along with upper leadership, and when we all didn't get along with upper leadership, and then when we got along with upper leadership. And so in this book is not an exhaustive writing about everything, but I do give you a good framework and a blueprint. One of the primary blueprints that I put in there is that leaders lead with love, and love is the framework that I use to not only cross what you call cross generational lines to lead people. Like there are people that were older than me I led, and people that was way younger than me that I led. People who was brand new in the military, and people who was been in the military for a few years. I've led them and directed them and given them the direction where they need to go. Right, and so. That book talks about that, but how I use love uh, was the key. Man, I love my people. I love I love what I did. I love me. I love my people, and I love God. And I love how when I look at how God leads people or how Jesus led the disciples, it was an amazing thing to see. And when I saw those blueprints and I seen that blueprint, I was like, yo, I gotta use this. And so everybody would know that if they ever followed me, they'll tell you that I always say, man, I love y'all. I would always say, man, I lead y'all with love. And I always say, man, is that I will do all out, or I will go all out for you. And I'm asking you to do the same thing. But you want out as a leader of my troops knew, and those who follow me, they couldn't outgive or outdo or be ahead of me in anything when it came to support them. I would always support them to the ends, to the utmost, to the highest level. And some of that stuff uh wasn't assigned to me, but it was above the call of duty. And so my book break down that in leadership there. Now, also there's leadership when it comes to leading your family, right? It's not a primary male thing. I don't want that to be the focal point here. I just want to I want to highlight how different character traits or different things that if you're leading your family, you may man, I'm be honest with you, I'm not used to this doggone jacket, so I'm coming out of it. But you there are areas that in your relationship, if you sit down and talk about it and you sit down and look at it, you're more effective in that area, and you might need to be the leader in that area. You know the work, and I'll answer that question later. But you may need to be the leader in that section, right? Or you may be be the leader in that portion of your relationships. And so leadership is still key to make sure that effective relationships is there. Leadership is very key when it comes to make effective business to be a well run, a well organized, a well moving machine as a business. The thing I wanted to answer is that the worst thing, man, is that when your leader uh, appoints people in leadership positions and they're not leaders. And what I mean by that is that not they don't have the ability to lead, they just refuse to use different character traits that a leader should have to not only move people in one direction, get things done, be creative, also critical think, and then understand that there's a balance between, you know, have using your authority and using your understanding and using your compassion, right? I don't think leaders understand that those three elements play a key role when you're leading a business. It also plays a key role in a relationship. It also plays a key role in yourself. A lot of people can't lead themselves. All right, let me set up pretty good, right? A lot of people have a tough time leading themselves. And what I mean by that is this is that sometimes you allow your what happened to you or your past or what failures or what you couldn't do, and you know, we put so many limitations on us that we we let the limitation lead us instead of us leading the limitation. Listen, all right, let's go in this vein here, right? I was thinking about this, right? And probably gonna do relationship show too, and that's probably be a spinoff. This right here is more you're gonna get my mindset when it comes to leadership, and I'm a creative man, and I like to create. I like to design. I like to create. I like to be in front of the microphone. I like to speak. I like to train. I like to teach. I like to do all those different things. And so, in my experiences, I have a lot on, but when it comes to, I was thinking about this. I was like, yo, a lot of times when we try to look for that significant other, we try to make our limitations as that's a deal breaker, or somebody's limitation as a deal breaker. Let's use one thing. Somebody's let's use height, because we hear this all the time as men. We want a man that's over 6 feet tall. Hey, guess what? Most of the men that you want ain't gonna grow anymore. I'm just saying. Most of the men who could probably be in your life to advance your life, to help your life, to support your life, we're not growing no more. I mean, if the Lord had a way where we can pray and say, God, make all of us 6 feet, to take that out of the equation so that our partners that we're looking for, the women that we're looking for, can say, okay, all right, 6 feet is out of the equation, and now we got to look at straight character. Man, we will pray for that. But the great and awesome thing is that we're not that. The great and awesome thing is that the opportunity of not having that 6 foot person is there. But I put it this way. But let me get back to the point of is that we allow our limitations sometimes to be that barrier or be that concrete thing. And now the limitation is leading us. And now you're being led. Okay, men, let's use you. I talk to the women, right? They talk about the 6 feet. Well, some men, I ain't gonna say some men because I didn't say some women, but men, you have this physical attraction to this woman, and she has to have this, this type of, shape about her, and you like, nah, she ain't got that shape and whatever. But you're missing the point. Now you take her that she's not, she can't deal with that shape, right? She born with that shape. Not saying that muscles can be enhanced, not that part. Not saying that. I'm talking about just taking her naturally as she is. She's born with that. But you probably missed the woman that has the great defining character for you because you looked at her, you looked at that as that limitation that she can't change and made it now an absolute. And so sometimes we kind of let our limitations lead us, right? And so, yeah, I'm going to talk about all those different veins. I'm going to talk about all those different things. But today, you guys, tonight, you guys saw I had a birthday last week. I just retired out of the military, so a lot of things are off my plate when it comes to certain things, and I can also talk about certain things that I couldn't talk about, right? And I'm not talking about military secrets, or I'm not talking about military bases and stuff like that I've been through. I don't believe in that. I believe that loose lips sink ships, and so I don't believe in that. What I mean is that I had to live in a way and walk in a way with a life that I couldn't say certain things when it comes to, one, on political sides, and two, when it comes to different things that's happening in certain communities, and when things are happening in my city and stuff. Like, I couldn't say certain things because at any given moment I could have an opportunity to not only support that, but or defend that, right? I couldn't say certain things, right? But now I'm free of that, right? Had an amazing career in the military. 22 years was amazing. So now I get an opportunity to use my voice and actually talk. All right. And so, but today I want to talk about this leadership trait that I was thinking about, right? And I don't think it's a trait. I'm going to use it as a saying. And I want you to think about this too. The thing that I want to say is this, is that you didn't ask to be here, right? You did not ask to be here, but you here for a purpose. I'm going to say that one more time. You didn't ask to be here, but you are here for a purpose. Today I celebrated my niece, right? And she's in, she's not here physically, but she's here all the time, spiritually connected. I don't wear pink at any given time. I don't choose it. The only time I'm choosing to wear pink is for her, right? Pink is that thing for her. And so on her day, I'm gonna always choose to wear pink, just like I'm wearing the shirt, right? I'm gonna always choose to wear pink, right? But even though she's not here physically, she still came here for a purpose. She came here for a purpose, not only to connect her mom and our aunties and grandma and granddad and our uncle together, and some cousins and everything together. She connected all of us together. She healed some wounds. She's kept us there. Now, yes, it still feel painful. Yes, it still hurts. We wish she were here running around. I wish I could be here and buy her toys and everything and drive her mama crazy. That was the dream and everything. But I have a huge, deeper passion to not only help her name to be recognized and lifted up. You know what I'm saying? I actually, they were selling stars, and I bought a star in the Orion belt area, where that star with the number and everything, the longitude and latitudes, that star is named for her, and every time I gaze in the sky, I know that representation of that star is there. I look for the three, inline stars of Orion's belt. Boom, I know exactly that star represents her. And so she still have implants. She still have focus. She still have purpose, right? And so she wasn't sent here, what I'm saying, without a purpose. She was here for purpose. And so I take that with me in every area of my life and every day of my life. And so I want to encourage you, and I want to push you and help you understand that you were sent here for a purpose. Now, you may not know that purpose. You may be trying to discover that purpose. You may know that purpose, and you're trying to manifest that purpose 10x, or you trying to move to the first step of that purpose. But understand this, you are here for a purpose. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it turned upside down. You were sent here on purpose. Oh, let's just say that. Let's just put it like that. You were sent here on purpose. And because on purpose you were sent here, you now, my bad, I'm just trying to look at the comments, but you are now here to impact the world in the space of time you're here for, right? A lot of people look for, man, if I was in that time, or man, if I was born in that moment, or man, if I could just go back, or man, if I was just 20, and if I was 25, and if I was 30, I'm 45. If I was just 40, if I was back in my, early 30s, I get it. If you could, you probably would, but you here now. You can't go back in that past. You can't chase that past anymore. Like, check this out. If you was given that opportunity to do what you thinking about you wanted to do in the past, if you thought about it then, why you didn't do it then? I'm going to say that again. If you thought about it then, wouldn't you not done it then? I'm pretty sure you probably would, but you didn't. You're thinking about it right now. And the most important, the most important time, the most important moment, the most important opportunity is happening right now. So you're delaying, looking in the past, you're delaying your movement, you're delaying your greatness, you're delaying the thing that you're supposed to be doing, you're delaying your purpose, you're delaying moving forward because you keep looking backwards. Paul said this thing, man, I forget that thing that is behind me and I press towards the mark that is set before me. Your purpose is set before you. Your past is your past. Man, listen, I get it. Your past made you. Your past happened to you. Things in your past shape you. Things in your past gave you disappointment. Things in your past made you angry. Things in your past pissed you off. Things in your past excited you. Things in your past gave you great joy. I get it. It happened. But it happened. Ed. You got the juice out of that. You literally got the juice out of that. You literally strained everything that you can strain out of that past because you got everything you needed right there. It's over. It's done. Ahead of you is a lot more fruit. Ahead of you is a lot more fruit ahead of you that you can grab and add more juice to. So I need you to know that you must and you have to get out here and live on purpose today. The worst thing, the worst thing, the worst thing is hearing your purpose kick your butt, hearing your purpose like literally beat you down, and you know it's beating you down. I'm sorry for saying I'm actually like I'm trying my best to because I want to be able to like comments everywhere I go. So the tough thing is this is that you hear your purpose kicking your tail. You looking in the mirror and the purpose is beating you down. You talking to people and you can identify your purpose even in other people. You look at TV and you see your purpose there. You go to conferences and see your purpose there. You walk down the street and see your purpose there. You go and interact with people and you see the purpose there. You hear people talk about different things that you know that your purpose is that thing that they talking about. And the worst thing is that you identified it and you're doing nothing. You're sitting still and hoping and wishing that you wake up tomorrow and it's in your lap. You wake up tomorrow and the thing that you're looking for, the thing you hoping for, the thing you're dreaming about has manifested fully to you. Because the dream, when you dream it, it is complete. It is finished. You are fully functioning in the dream. You're fully functioning in the vision. You're fully functioning in the thing that you see yourself in. You don't see yourself lacking nothing. And then you wake up and you look and you like, man, that's not here. The worst thing though is to do nothing when you do that. You know, the greatest thing to do is to take one step. Like the greatest thing to do when you see your purpose is to take one step. You may not know the clear picture of what you should be doing, but the greatest thing is to take the first step. Because in taking the first step you will find out more in the first step that you took than the step you didn't take because you were sitting there planning it. Planning is great. Planning is amazing. Planning is awesome. Planning is, it is the planning is the most, it is the incredible, it is super incredible when you plan because it gives you that focus, it gives you where you're going. But planning becomes not fruitful when all you do is plan. Listen, anytime you plan something, understand that you did a great job, but you have to accept also that is not perfect. You did an amazing job on the plan, but it's not perfect. But that doesn't mean you don't go execute it. That doesn't mean you don't go take the first step. The first step is the biggest thing ever. If you start stepping and you start moving, then you'll keep moving. How many of y'all who are watching me right now on social media, on YouTube and on Facebook right now, how many of y'all really can say you went back to crawling? You didn't. Now you choose to crawl. But after you took the first step and you understood what the first step could do and you understood what the first step was about, you kept stepping. And so when you're looking at your purpose, when you're looking at your goals, when you're looking at the thing you're trying to go to, the thing you're looking at, the vision, the dream that you're dreaming about, and you seeing that, to get to that place called there, it takes one step. That place called there is not going to manifest or walk in your life and be in your life if you're still sitting at the planning table. You wrote the vision. You made it plain. You did it. You did the vision board. You did it. But that scripture said, write the vision, make it plain, so they who run would peep at that thing. Right? So it's basically saying when you write the vision, you putting it there, but you're running. And as you're running, you still see the vision. You still see the vision. It even said it'll tarry for a while. That means it's gonna have to work it out a little while. It's gonna need a little work for a little while. It's gonna need you to work it a little while. But it was like in the end, it will. Hear what I say now. In the end, it will. I'm gonna say it one more time. In the end, it will speak. Period. So don't just write the vision and then you sit still. That wasn't the purpose. There's a great book and a great animated it's not a series. They animated the book. It's called Who Moved My Cheese. And this book is amazing. There's four characters in this book. Um, I read it, every 6 months. So now it is June. It's time for me to um, go back and watch. I watch the video a lot because it still teaches me to this day. Um, because I'm looking at what character I am in that book in this season of my life or in this part of my life. And one of the things in one of the characters in there is that he was so in love with what was that he put his trust in everything else to bring what was back when it was there, and it was not coming. And he kept hoping, and he kept believing, and he kept asking, and he kept saying yeah, and his friends were saying no. The two characters they took off, they ain't come back. They found some stuff. The one that was closest to him said, man, we got to take this step and just walk out of this block, man, and go see. And the craziest thing is that when my man took the first step, he found nothing. This is super dope now. Go watch the video Who Moved My Cheese or read the book. My man take the first step, he find nothing. He comes back, tell his homeboy, man, we ain't find nothing out there. Homeboy was like, bro, I tried to tell you, they coming, man. Whoever took it from us gonna bring it back. He didn't know that they was eating it day by day. Whoever took it from was him. But anyway, my man said, cool. He went down. He said, man, he thought about it again, bro. I'm finna go back out there again. And he kept inching closer and closer and closer to another portion where the cheese was. But every time he went out, he came back empty handed. But then the book said that as he started going, he started to get stronger. Why? Because the vision of him knowing that there is another opportunity out there. From this opportunity, I gotta get it. Because the other two didn't come back. He didn't find them dead. He didn't walk past them. The other two didn't come back. So he knows it's something out there. He just haven't got to that point yet. So it's something out there for you to do. You just ain't got there yet. But you ain't gonna get there if you don't take the first step. And yes, it is not going to be there like you want it. And yes, you're not going to find anything. And yes, it's going to be a dry period. And yes, it's going to be frustrating. And yes, people are going to talk about you. And yes, your family going to look at you crazy. And yes, you're going to lose relationships. And yes, you're going to lose money. And yes, these things are going to happen, but they're not happening to you. They're happening for you. For you for what? To give you the strength, to give you the energy, to give you the fortitude to get to the thing that you call there. That vision you wrote down. That vision you wrote down needs your strength to not only manifest it, but live in the thing you just spoke about, live in the thing you just wrote down. You know, the worst thing that that when I was in the military that really messed me up is I hated with a passion to have somebody come up with this plan and we go try to do it, and we realize that that's not the way to do it. But because the leader continued to say we got to do it this way, um, we do it and we get nowhere. That is so irritating to me. and be and we work at this thing, and it doesn't manifest, and we lose energy, we lose heart, we lose the drive, and we become weak. And we get weak at doing the wrong thing. And I hate that with a passion. And so when you are out here after your purpose and you're moving after your purpose, understand you need to be strong when you get to that place called there. So that when you at that place called there, you can bear underneath the weight that it's gonna bring. Cause this thing is about to put you on the map. This thing is about to make your name great. This thing about to bring your family out of poverty. This thing is about to expand your business. This thing is about to expand you at your company. This thing is about to put you in positions in front of people that's going to listen to you. This thing is about to put you on stages around the world. This thing is about to give you a microphone that's bigger than what you've ever seen. This thing is about to move your family in the way you have never seen it before. Men, you need to get into a place where you understand that sometimes these trials, sometimes these things that you're building up and you think you're fighting against when it comes to your family, you got to go through it. You got to move through it because under that weight of that family, you now have been gifted with your wife and kid or 2 kids or 3 kids, 10 kids. You've been gifted this family. Your family needs you to understand that you need your strength to bear on this great, glorious thing you're getting. And so sometimes those trials, sometimes those tribulations, sometimes that focus moment that you need to focus in, that you're crying about, that nobody knows you cry about, you need to go through that. It's because the greatness of your family, bro. So those with your purpose is great. Your purpose is amazing. But how do you get the strength sometimes so you can bear on that greatness? How? Sometimes it comes with a struggle. Uh, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. Oh, man. Don't get me. But my Bible say that. I know your Bible say it. It says trials and tribulations, right? They come to do something. They come to do something. And it it even said like this: if you allow it to. Oh, this is so good. It's like if you allow it to, it will produce perseverance. Then perseverance will produce patience. And if patience have his perfect work, you will lack. No, oh, I'm chilling, man. I'm gonna chill on that. But I'm just saying, man. So your vision need that. But my main point today is for you to understand you're here on purpose. Literally. You are here on purpose. You have a purpose. If that's in acting, act. Is that in singing, sing. Is that in building a business, build a business. If that's in being an executive at Federal Express, be an executive at Federal Express. If that's if you are an executive in a warehouse, be a warehouse and executive. If that's for you to be in management at McDonald's, be in management at McDonald's. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the occupation. It just matters that you take that moment and go get it. There are some people that dream about cleaning buildings and they build a janitorial business like what is Centos. There are people that dream about spoons, how to a better way to eat with spoons. But then I don't want to wash dishes, so I need to make plastic spoons. And yeah, it just I don't like that plastic spoon. I need a stiffer plastic spoon. I don't like the way that stiff plastic spoon. I didn't want to look like the real silverware. Like it's just people people dream about that and they go do it. So, what about you? How long? How long? And how long it's going to take for you to just make the first step? That's the key, man. On this thing, man, is that I believe in you, and you guys know me. Is that it is necessary for you. I say this all the time. It is necessary for you to get your gift out. And the reason why it's necessary for you to get your gift out is because we, us, we want to experience that gift. Us, we need to experience that gift. Us, we must experience your gift. So it's mandatory that you live your life on purpose. It's mandatory that you get into your purpose because we are urgently, earnestly, in great expectation of your gift. Don't you know? We're rooting for your gift. You ask me how, Lawrence? How? I don't see it. Don't nobody tell me. When there is a deficiency in the earth and you have the solution, and we're crying left and right, up and down, and seem like no one is there to answer that call, it's because you're the one that we're calling. You're the one we're dialing. And you feel that. We want you to create this thing. We want you to manifest this thing. We want you to create this thing. We want you to create it so that we can stop the news from having so much success because you came in and you took that away from the news. We want you to create the great health solution to help kids and not be in the hospital like they're in the hospital when it comes to cancer like that. We want you to create that. We want you to come out here and help where we can reform and get people right, where they're loving on people more, or get where businesses are paying where they need to pay, or people are not in poverty. We need you. We need you to come out and teach us and show us how to do a garden and grow our own food and be healthy. We need you to come out and do the thing. You love fitness and you've been talking about teaching people forever. Teach people. There's people that's wanting you. There's a group of people that are in expectation for your gift, and they looking for you because you the one that possess the gift that they need. Well, why don't they go to somebody else? Yeah, you right. Why don't they go to somebody else? But guess what? They won't get the experience that you would give them, though. You may be the someone that keeps them consistent. They may go to someone else, but then they may stop. They may go to someone else and they may never do this again. But you may be the one that speak to them and show them and help them. And it saves their life and they be consistent for the rest of their life. I can't tell you. I can't tell you how much that when I was on I think I was on the Nassau. It had to be the Nassau or the Reagan. I think it was more the Reagan. That I had an opportunity to not only be a speaker, teacher, whatever. Um, People still talk about that years later. I was on the Reagan in 2000 and 2003. No, 2001 to 2000. Yeah, 2001 and 2003. I was on the Reagan. uh, very, very long time ago. And to this day, people still talk about things that I said, things that I've done that lasted because they was waiting for me to live and move in my gift. I wasn't boastful. I just stepped into purpose. And so there were men and women that were 10 times better speakers than I was, 10 times better teachers than I was, 10 times better when it comes to understanding the lanes that we was in, and it was in the biblical sense, and they knew the Bible more than me. They it was all this type of stuff. But why did my stuff remain when I was the least of them? Is because I walked in the purpose and used the purpose. And when they was crying, I came with the right word to connect with them because they was waiting in expectation for a guy like me who was just innocent but courageous to say certain things or do certain things. And then it remained to this day. So don't keep looking at others, man, or hear what others are saying about you or what you used to be and what you can't. Uh, your purpose still cries out to a certain group of people. But those people will never get to hear it if you don't take the first step. So, you guys, man, I know I talked and I got in here and I spoke and, you know, 40 minutes. Normally it'd be about 15 minutes in and out. It's on most times it's like that. But I'm, you know, I'm doing it differently, man. I'm gonna give close to an hour of anytime I come on. I'm eventually gonna have guests. Uh, I have a great network of people, and not only I can bring on my show, uh, I may interview there. I may interview at home. Right now, I'm at the house. I may interview at the office. I may interview. Uh, there's no telling where I may interview at. Right? There's no telling where that will go down. But I'm gonna bring people here, man. I'm gonna bring insight. You will be impactful. You will be impacted by this microphone. And you guys know I always say this, right? One thing I will not do is disrespect the mic. I understand that I can speak something, say something. My guest can speak something and say something that can release somebody or send somebody into the highest height of their life. And so this microphone would not be played with. So whoever I bring on, or whoever I bring to your forefront, they're going to be from all over the world. They're not just going to be in the local market here in my city. These connections are from all around the world. Different experiences, different backgrounds, different successes, different wins. But they will come with fire. They will come with heat. They will come with impactful things so that not only you advance your life, enhance your life, but you get to experience your life. It's time for you to live life. Like, it's time. It's time. It's that moment now. And so, I don't know if this is my 45th talking to me, but I'll always talk like this. But now I got a new found love for my next breath. You know? I have a newfound excitement about my next inhale and exhale. I have a newfound excitement about my next day. That the experiences I get every day, I ain't never seen it before. I hope that I understand it. Sometimes I don't, but I get to experience that. I get the opportunity to experience the ups and the downs of the next day. And then I get an opportunity to shake hands with somebody who is my first time meeting them. Even if I go get something to eat, it's my first time meeting them. If I go get gas, first time meeting them. What a joy. What a joy. What a great opportunity. This is where my mindset is. And so I want to challenge you guys to think like that and fall into that thing, man. And so, yeah, you guys, make sure you guys follow me on all social media platforms. Look me up, Lawrence Thompson Jr. You can go on Google, hit me up on there, and you'll find and you'll see all my stuff on there. You can go on Amazon, you guys, and I don't promote this a lot. I used to didn't say this a lot. I didn't promote it a lot. I was trying to go down a different lane than most people, and they just blasting people with just product and not giving them substance and all that type of stuff. And so I'm going to always give you substance. I'm going to always give you substance first. I'm always going to feed you first. There's just that. But I'm also going to tell you how to, connect or get any more detailed insight of what I do, right? You can go on Amazon and you type in Lawrence Edward Thompson Jr. And on Amazon, you will find the book, The Selfish Leader. That is me. I wrote The Selfish Leader. I also have an actual 52-week journal on there called The Law of Motivation. My very first book that I wrote is called The Sore Loser. That is there. And then I have another book called The 4 Transforming These. So I've written 4 books. I'm gonna write. I know in my mindset is that I got 2 more, but I need to go to 8. 8 is my favorite number. So one is gonna be a children's book, and then one is gonna be a deeper dive. No, I got 5 books out there. I forgot. I just dropped. That's crazy. I just dropped that leadership is not parenting. Oh, man. I do too much. All right. Good thing I'm slowing down with the military. But yeah, leadership is not parenting. Now, that's a fire one. That's a fire one. You got to get that. But leadership is not parenting. I'm fleshed out on that. It's out, but I gotta dive into that a little bit more. But I think it's gonna have a couple volumes to that. But my perspective is that leadership is not parenting, and how sometimes we take parenting skills, and I'm not gonna keep doing that because we'll dive into another 40 minutes. We don't want to do that. But yeah, you guys, man. So go on Amazon, type in Lawrence Edward Thompson Jr., and you will find all 5 of my books that are published on there. You can purchase any one. And, show your support if you want to. It's cool. If not, show your support of liking, leaving comments in the comments. And if you have any questions when it comes to leadership, hit me up. Let me hear you. And I definitely will answer it online. And I will answer it on the air when I go live. So you guys, man, I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. Be amazing. Be awesome. And I'm going to sign out like I always do. We may not be the solution, but we will be the antidote. I love you guys. Have a great day. And let's go. And the transition happens now.